Hey folks, welcome to Eclipse's Bricks. This is part 3 of my museum MOC, and this portion of the building encompasses the space and science wing of the museum, as well as some of the labs. So from top to bottom, we have the lab up on the 3rd floor. We have some exhibits here on the 2nd floor, and then here on the ground floor, there is the actual space exhibits. So for this end of the building, I wanted to go with a more modern or contemporary style of architecture to visually represent the modern science and technology related exhibits that are contained within this portion of the building. This immediately contrasts with the historical themed exhibits housed in the remainder of the building that has a more classical or neoclassical architectural style. So you get that, like I said, initial view of the building. You know, the right side's got the older exhibits or the historical based exhibits, and the right side is the more modern science space kind of stuff. So starting here on the ground floor, we have the space exhibits, as well as the only bathroom in the building and the elevator access to the upper floors and exhibits, but more about that later. For the space exhibits, I relied heavily on the Lego Ideas Women of NASA set, 21312, which was released in 2017. You can see I used the Space Shuttle Challenger mini build with Mae Jemison and Sally Ride as the centerpiece. And then to the left here, I included Nancy Grace Roman with the great mini build of the Hubble Space Telescope, as well as a sticker element depicting the Horsehead Nebula. Unfortunately, I didn't have room for the Margaret Hamilton mini build, but if I ever add another floor with classrooms or office space or something, I probably will include her. I also have the Lego Ideas Research Institute set 21110 that I originally planned to use in the build, but I just ran out of space. As I mentioned earlier, this area includes the only elevator in the building. Although it doesn't actually function, it provides the illusion that minifigures can access the upper floors and upper floor exhibits. Plus, it makes the museum ADA compliant. The elevator is modeled after the Daily Bugle set, and it also serves as a false shaft to accommodate wires for future installation of lighting. Lastly, this floor has the only restroom in the entire build. You can see the sticker symbol I used there. Also, there's the Series 9 janitor. There's a look of the interior, which is covered up by that wall. And then this janitorial cart is a model from AFOL TV. A great little micro build. Finally, this minifigure here is the astronaut. It's either from the Series 15 collectible minifigure, or it was from a polybag. I can't really remember at this point. And then on the outside here, I included a little garden, as well as an abstract futuristic sculpture, kind of just to give some interest to the corner of the sidewalk. Kind of reminds me of a gyroscope. There's also another entrance exit, I guess, for the building here. And now let's go take a look at the 2nd floor. So here on the 2nd floor, we have an open balcony style floor, which provides views to the space exhibits below. I built it this way for 2 reasons. First, I like to be able to see between the floors, kind of create interesting sight lines, both for us as a viewer and also for the minifigs. And then second, for a far more practical reason, the space shuttle exhibit on the first floor, I needed to be able to accommodate the height of that nose cone and provide the space needed for that. Since the height of each individual floor or story was determined early on in the build, this was kind of the solution that I came up with to give the space shuttle the room it required, while also maintaining the consistency across the whole building of the second level or second floor, so there's no awkward transitions when you go from one portion of the building to the next. And the opening also then allowed me to put in this orrery-like planetary solar system model, which I had a ton of fun building. You can see Saturn up there on the right. That was actually inspired, I guess, from the Santa's Visit set.
Also on this floor, the alien DJ from a video series. I thought that was fun, checking out a little star chart, maybe checking out some planets, get some intel on our world.
I also included a build a minifigure here with the chameleon, kind of a naturalist idea. The plant wall on the back is inspired by the Museum of Science in Boston. They have a living wall, and I really like the look of that, and I kind of wanted to recreate that here. And then over here on the right side, we have a terrarium, which houses a scorpion. Just kind of a small little micro build filled the area. When you turn it around, you look in from the outside of the building, you can still see it. My future thoughts is to eventually I will include a red light in there to kind of symbolize or represent a heat lamp. Just gonna give you a top-down look here, and this wraps up the second floor, and we'll move on up to the third floor, which contains the research labs. So the third floor houses the research lab, where they are performing, genetic studies, botanical research, and paleontological dino egg experiments. Also, is that the Ark of the Covenant? And if you look really close, you can see the mosquito trapped in amber. They got it lined up there.
I actually have it set so when you look through the window at a certain angle, you can see through the magnifying glass and see the mosquito magnified. A lot of this set actually, or a lot of the interior on this one, I'm gonna put that down, came from the Jurassic World Dr. Wu's Lab Baby Dinosaur Breakout set. Set number 75939. Which pretty much all of this diorama back here, the dinosaur egg incubator, the table, also this control panel over here, the plant terrariums and grow light design actually came from the 60230 Lego City People Pack Space Research. I like what I saw in there and took that idea and kind of modify it. Also added a security camera, so when you're coming through the security now, you can see Dr. Wu's got a shocked sign, and there was some kind of spill or something going on. So this is a high security area, so that's why you get the double door. There's actually a keypad on the door there, and you can see from Dr. Wu's shocked expression there was some kind of outbreak or a spill or something. There's some kind of amoeba on the table there next to the cookie, and you got a hazmat suit individual coming in to try to clean up. Obviously, they're not liking what they see with the little bit of a sick face going on. Definitely not having containment of this situation. That minifigure actually came from the 60321 City Fire Brigade set from 2022, so from this year. Well, I modified the head. I actually think I got them off of Lego bricks and pieces, the minifigure parts themselves, but that was the set they were from. And that's what I got for the lab area. And let's take a look at the roof. Actually, before we move on to the roof, one more thing. I did leave this as a breakaway window, which was part of that baby dinosaur breakout Dr. Wu set. So it's kind of secure, but not really.
And here's the roof. In order to add a little interest, I included 2 HVAC systems, or HVAC units here, as well as some lightning rods on the corners. In the future, I think I may add some additional scenes up here. Maybe some weather experiments or weather experiment equipment, just to kind of round it all out. Well, that ends our tour. That's the end of the third part of my museum MOC. I really enjoyed this build. I can already see things I'd like to change or add to in the future. So I may come back to it at some point, but probably not for a while. As I mentioned in the very first video, this build took a little over a year to build, but I've really enjoyed it, and I plan to do more MOCs in the future. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you like this kind of content. I do plan to put out more, so hope you come back. And with that, I guess take care, and I'll leave you a little bit of run out here, and you can see the complete final museum at the end here. Take care, everyone.